What we're talking about at the moment is opportunity in the market. In our current market, it's easy to be challenged by what is available and what the potential opportunity is. So I've brought you down to a site that we bought a couple of years ago. So this site had a huge amount of challenges, something that a lot of people won't give consideration to. What we look at from a development site is being able to see the simplicity amongst all the complexity that's been created with legislation and regulations and local councils. This particular one has got a creek that needs to be moved. Now, as much as that sounds like it's a pretty big challenge, when you're working with the right people, it isn't actually a big challenge at all. It's just knowing who to have on your team and then who you need to speak to actually get this over the line. The benefit of taking on some of these challenges, we bought it at the right price and we'll be able to maximize the value along the way. This gives us a lot of opportunity and a lot of choices that we can make as we see this through from start to finish. One of the things that we have done along the way, whilst this is a creek that needs to be moved and there's rezone that needs to be done, we bought well with a small portion of industrial land involved in this. So to help fund this along the way, we actually continued to develop a large shed and have sold that off. So it meant that we got to minimize debt level on this. So in the current climate, with interest rates going up, it meant that minimal debt on this made it very, very manageable, because the process that you go through to move a creek and rezone things is a substantial amount of time. And again, we never ever want to be forced to sell. We want to make sure we've got plenty of choices along the way. I want to show you some of the other things we've actually done with this, because we don't want to sit on development site with a huge amount of holding costs and not do anything with it. So if we look around this site, what you'll see is we have shipping containers, we've got caravans parked, we've got trucks parked, we've got excavation equipment parked here. We are in a large regional area, certainly not that far, but not that close to metro either. So a huge amount of opportunity to be able to give consideration to what's needed in an area. There's a lot of room for storage here. Now, this brings in good money. It pays all our holding costs, plus puts money in the bank and gets to pay our consultants for our DA approvals. Behind me is a big shed that we actually sold off. Now, we reclad it, we did some internal works, we on-sold to a business owner. Now, he's taking a little bit of time to get his business in here, so he's leased it out on a short-term lease, which is great for the overall development, certainly great financially for us, a great opportunity for him and his business that's coming in. It really is a nice stage for this overall development moving forward. Now, I point out the storage side of things. It's often missed. It doesn't matter how big or small your development site is. If you have the right zoning, you will find that every area has some form of storage requirements, whether it's trucks needing somewhere to park, people needing somewhere to put their furniture as they're shifting into their new residential premises, as residents are on the increase in areas. And it could be as simple as caravans and boats where their homes are not big enough to accommodate them and they're looking for somewhere to park them. They all bring in good money. So don't discount the opportunities and pay out huge holding costs while you're undertaking development.